So now let's open up Microsoft Word and get our mail merge started. For this example, we want to do a form letter that we're sending to students. So I'm opening up the letter, and we're going to go to the Mailings tab and choose Start Mail Merge and Letters. Then we're going to go over to Select Recipients. We need to tell it where we want to take the data from. And we're going to say Use Existing List. There's some other options here for where you can get your data from. For this example, we're going to take our data from that spreadsheet. So I'll say Use Existing List. Now we need to look around on our computer and find that Excel file. And this is where that setting we changed in Word comes in. We want to choose DDE. This is what's going to keep the zeros on the fronts of the zip codes. And choose OK. We can say yes, entire spreadsheet. So now the first thing we might want to do is put in an address block up here at the top with the person's name and address. There's a couple different ways to do this. We can add each field one at a time. If we go up to the Insert Merge field, here's a list of all the fields in our spreadsheet. Each column heading is appearing here as a field. So if I want to put the person's first name, I'm going to select this one. I've got the preview turned on. I can toggle that on and off. It's kind of handy to leave it on so you can see what it's really going to look like. If I want a space between their first and last name, I need to type it myself. Then I would do Insert Merge field and choose their last name. Type a return before the address. Choose city. I need to type that comma and space if I want that before the state. So here you see it's taken those fields from the spreadsheet and it's putting them in here. And when we have the preview turned on, we're going to see what it looks like. We can format this if we don't want so much space between these lines. I can highlight them, go over to my Home tab, just set that to single spacing. If that didn't do it, which it didn't, I can right click and go into my paragraph settings. Here's the trouble. After a line, I'm going to set that to 0. I don't want any space after the paragraph. There we go. If I want to, make this a different font, I can change that here, make it bigger or smaller. I also want to put the person's first name in here in the salutation line. So I'm going to go back to my Mailings tab, Insert Merge field, and choose first name. There's also some information in the letter that's specific to each person, what dorm they're going to live in. So we would put our cursor here, and I'm going to say Insert Merge field, and then dorm, since we had a dorm field in our spreadsheet. As you're adding these merge fields in, if you ever want to take one out, you can just hit delete a couple times, and it'll get rid of it. Again, here I'm going to put in some information that's specific to that student. But if that looks good, I have a few different options. I'm going to go up to the Finish and Merge button here. And I can either merge these direct to the printer, which is a little risky. It's safer to say Edit Individual Documents. This is going to merge everything together. I'll say Yes, All. And give me a new document that contains all the letters for everyone. I can scroll down to see. It automatically puts a page break in between each letter. And this is a new document. It's not tied to that merge in any way. It's just flat data. So if I wanted to get in and edit this, I can. But I can print it now. I can save it if I want to keep these. And what I might want to do is go back to my original merge document that I created the merge in. And I might want to save this as a template. Because if I'm ever going to print these letters again, I can have this template to start from and save myself some work.